Okay, so I'm live waiting for you guys because I did get a lot of DMs. So I thought a live would be easier rather than uploading stuff. Hi, hi all. Okay, so our listeners are coming. Hi. So I said at sharp 2, I was live at sharp 2, I'm still am. So I don't know. Anyway, let's start, or I don't know if we should wait for more people. Anyway, I'm gonna get it uploaded to YouTube, so this shouldn't be a problem. So, mm, okay, guys. So, should we start? Okay, let's start. Now, hopefully, I'll upload it so that other people can see as well. So, you guys, whoever is watching, you guys can ask me questions which, if I'm capable of answering, of course, I will. And the thing is, I'm not a professional solicitor or a professional, what do you call it, nor do I work in any agency. So whatever I say is from my limited knowledge and from what all I have gone through and from my experience. So don't take this advice professionally, okay? So hopefully I'll be able to clear most of the stuff that you all have in mind, because I thought if I upload a video, it's it's gonna be, too what do you call it, if I upload a video there might be a lot of doubts which I haven't maybe covered in the video. So I thought this is better to um, upload it like this. Yeah, so let's start. Okay, so that you can ask live and get the answers live. Also, I'll be uploading it to my YouTube channel, so for whoever who couldn't attend, this shouldn't be an issue. Okay. So I have got a lot of queries regarding OSPAP. How's the life there? Is it hi all. Yeah, so how's the life there? Is it easy, tough? A lot of visa queries and everything. So what I said was I have already uploaded a video previously in my channel. So in that I have, you guys have commented like almost, let me see how many comments, almost 50 comments, everything. So I thought I'll cover them one by one. Meanwhile, you can also ask your questions here as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it. uh let me see, where is it? Anyway, how are you all? Are you all good? Because I am getting a few DMs asking if I am live. They are not able to find me, so I don't know if I can share this. I'm trying to copy the link, guys. Please bear with me. I think I can put the link out, yeah? Okay, I give up. I don't know. technologically I'm like really weak. So whoever, if anyone is asking you guys, okay, please try to help them. Okay, so let's start. So I have got a lot of queries in my as comments in my previous video, so let's address them first. Okay, so first of all of you guys, are you currently a pharmacy student in your home country? Be it India, Pakistan, anywhere in the world, to be honest. Okay, so are you all currently a pharmacy student, or are you guys in UK? Because anyway, the procedure is somewhat the same, not much difference. Okay, so first of all, I'm reading the comment from Mr. Feroz Khan on my previous video. So first, he is asking me a lot of things. So generally, all the comments are mostly about how challenging is the pharmacist job in UK, how to start studying for oral exam, and if there is any resources, then visa transition, best universities, how many study hours, then rule change regarding the ILR for pharmacist. So everything mostly regarding these. Okay, so if you guys, whoever is live, if you guys can comment down below, so I think I'll also address these ones, but since you guys are here, if you want to comment down below, I'll address those questions first. So do you, all of you, any of you have any idea regarding OSPAP, or do you want to know about the application procedure or the lifestyle here, the job, the stress, the syllabus? Because you guys gotta help me out here. I don't know what I'm addressing. So if you guys want to comment down anything, I can answer those. Yes. Okay, so I'm waiting for your comments, you all. Okay, so I don't know what exactly do you want me to begin with. So okay, so I came here, I'll talk a bit about me. I came here in September 2023 with my 2-year-old daughter for OSPAP, and I studied at the University of Sunderland, September 2023 batch. Actually, we all applied, we were like a bunch of people, and we all applied to be in Sunderland OSPAP 2022. But the thing is, that year they had a lot of applicants and they gave conditional offer letters to a lot of people, and the seats were limited, of course, so it was based on first come first serve, and many of us were not able to get our documents in time, so we couldn't join that year, and we were all referred to the 2023 intake. So we had to join then. It was like a lot of people, close to 60 people, I personally know. And then by 2023 intake, they started a new rule that you have to clear the calculation exam, then you have to clear the interview process, then only you can get into the university. So our batch, which is September 2023, we were the first people to have gone through this whole procedure. So with calculation, you can't really say what they might ask or what they might not ask, because we were the first batch and we had no clue. Because in Brighton, they used to have a calculation test since long back, but Sunderland, that was the first time when we joined, right? So then we had to clear that, and the criteria was at least to get, I think, 7 out of 10, 7 or 8 out of 10. And the interview was not like the general interview, like how you see in other courses, like why are you coming to UK? Why did you choose this university? Why did you choose this course? Tell me something about you. Not these questions, but clinical questions. Okay, they can ask you anything. Like for me, they asked me about furosemide, their mechanism of action, interaction, something like that. For my other friend, they asked about some amoxicillin or something like that. So for everyone, the drugs were different, the type of question they asked was different, uh, everything was different. So basically no two-person did get the same drug. Okay, I'm talking just about Sunderland because that's where I studied from. So this was the procedure for them to uh, get to secure a seat. So after that, okay, so after that, oh god, I don't know what I clicked. Start Q&A. Oh god, what did I do? Okay, so you guys, okay. So I just keep blabbering. Do you guys have anything to ask? Because whenever I post a video or post a photo or post something, you guys are like, can you guide us the procedures for OSPAP and everything? That's why it started this live. And if you guys are not asking me anything, honestly, I don't know what to say. Should I just end this live and then just put up a general video? I thought live would be useful because you can ask me things then and there and I could clear it as we go on. But I think, I don't know. So yeah, just let me know. Close settings. So okay, Firoz Khan. Yeah, I have seen your comment, so I'm gonna go through that. Okay, and before that, there is Prathiva. Wanna know about the best university questions they ask, what and from where to study, how is it work life in there, how tough is it? Okay, guys. So first I'll address Firoz Khan's question because he commented on my previous video. So first question is, how challenging is the pharmacist job in the UK? So to be honest with you, it's really challenging, okay? But there is a high difference between if you choose to work in community pharmacy or if you choose to work in NHS, okay? NHS as in even the community pharmacy is under NHS, but there is a huge difference. So if you decide to work in community pharmacy or the retail pharmacy, so as per my point of view, I can't force you to work to pick which one because if it depends on what you want to do, what you like. So in NHS, like the hospital pharmacy, first one is it will be more related to clinical stuff. So you should be really good with your clinical knowledge. But even if you are like a mediocre, it's fine. You know, practice makes you perfect. When you work there, you will have supervisors, you will have people to help with. So it's basically, if you're working in NHS, it's like a teamwork. Okay, so you will have a helping hand always, either the senior pharmacist or whoever, your colleagues or whoever. You can always ask them. Then the salary range, it starts from a minimum band like band 6 or band 5, then it goes up. Okay, it goes up. So after a few months or years, based on your compatibility, qualification and everything, from band 6 you go to band 7, then after few months or years, band 8, band 9. So your growth is going to be gradual. Okay, and the other thing is, if you're really good at clinical and if you're really keen on doing clinical stuff, then NHS is the right place for you. Also, it's very flexible if you wanna, for especially for women, if you wanna take your maternity leave or your benefits, work from home, there is a lot of options. Okay, but in community, the thing is, you are expected to do multitask at the community pharmacy. Then you don't have any support, I mean clinical support, because in NHS, if you're working, you don't know something, you can ask your colleague or a supervisor or a senior professional there. But in community pharmacy, you are the main person. If anything goes wrong, even if the printer goes wrong, or even if the deliveries are delayed, everyone is going to ask you. So you need to have that level of leadership, that level of commitment, that level of presence of mind, and good communication skills, good leadership skills, because there you have no one to go to, you have no one to ask anything, everyone will come to you, because you are the pharmacist, you are the main person in power there. So everyone is going to ask you, oh, what should we do in this case, what should we do in that case, the orders didn't come, the deliveries didn't come. That's one thing. The second thing is, you are getting hired directly at a very good payment, unlike NHS where you have to step up the ladder, like from band 6, band 7, band 8, like that, gradually. But this one is very good, what do you call it, very good salary at the beginning rather than a gradual growth. But regarding the um, retail pharmacy, community pharmacy, it's more of a patient facing role, unlike NHS. And you get a lot of road patients, road customers, which you really need to be strong in professionally as well as mentally. Then you are expected to do multitask. Okay, so you are expected to do the pharmacy first 7 antibiotic prescribing, then the OTC over the counter sales, then the methadone supervision, flu and COVID vaccination. Then there are many other services when you specialize, like weight loss injections, consultations, minor elements, a lot of things. So even if you are, not to forget the dosage boxes. So even if you are in the middle of doing the dosage boxes, if a patient comes and methadone, we have to leave that, go to the patient, uh, supervise the methadone, come back, and then you should have the presence of mind of, oh, where did I leave this? Then you have to finish this, and maybe in between a consultation you might have another phone call from some supervisor, or some order person or something. Then you have to go there as soon as you finish this patient, and when you are in the middle of that, someone might come for a flu vaccination, then you have to go there. So it's like running all around in the pharmacy. So it's like that. I wouldn't say less of clinical stuff, but not as much as what they do in the NHS. So that's the main difference. So it personally, it depends upon you. If you are planning to have a kid and you need a lot of maternity benefits, flexibility in work from home, then NHS is the right place. But the growth is going to be gradual in terms of income. But if you really enjoy doing the clinical stuff, then yes, NHS. But in community, you are the person. Everyone is going to come to you. Oh, this is not working. Even the printer is not working. You are expected to fix it. You are expected to meet the targets. You are expected to do everything and be good in everything and not even make a mistake, because a single mistake might cost you a license. Okay, so that's the difference. That was the first question for Mr. Feroz Khan, who asked how challenging is the pharmacist job. Then to study for the oral exam. So when I came here for the OSPAP in September 2023, we had an option to either go for our pre-reg training, which is the foundation training or the pre-registration training, either through oral or privately we could have. But now they have changed the rules and everything needs to go through oral. So if you're planning for the September intake, you have to, even before you're in the university, you have to apply for your oral in June is the deadline, and you can only apply if you have an offer letter from the university. I don't remember if it was an offer letter or adjudication letter. Sorry, I forgot. But if you check on the Google, on the Oriel website, it's clearly mentioned. So you can just check it up. Okay, but you have to apply for Oriel in June, even if you are coming to the university in the September. Okay, so the oral exam is basically two parts, which is the numeracy test and the SJT, which is situation judgmental test. And honestly saying, there is no resources, they can ask from anything. So we all used to follow a yellow book called Pharmaceutical Calculations. I don't know how much, I don't remember even how much it helped in Oriel, but yeah. So from now, so if you are planning on September intake, apply for your Oriel in June. Okay, because after that there is no chance to apply. Okay, so then you are applying for Oriel in June, you are coming to the university in September, you're giving your oral exam in November, and then you're waiting for the result in December. Okay, so that's the thing. So that's about Oriel. Then visa. So visa, I'm not able to comment about it because this is UK. Here every day the rules are changing, the regulations are changing. As long as we were here, and even the previous batch, we all were able to get a visa directly without going for post-study work visa, directly through Oriel, or even through privately when I was here, but after that through Oriel. So the tier 2 visa, which is the work visa, which would count towards your ILR, we were able to get. But right now I can't comment about it because it's visa rules are changing and everything because of that. Okay, but even if you are not able to get a direct work visa, you can take PSW like other students, because once you qualify your exam, which is your GPHC exam, I don't think there's going to be any problem, because there is a lot of recruitment going on, because pharmacist is of course in the shortage vacancy list here, hence high demand. So even if you're taking, I'm talking about the worst case scenario. Okay, even if you're taking the, hi guys, I'm seeing all your comments, I'm just addressing the comments in my previous video by Mr. Firoz Khan, which I think will be helpful for all of you. After which I'll go through your live chat one by one and I'll answer you guys, okay? So yeah, so that's about visa. Even if you're in worst case, what's gonna happen? You're gonna not get a work visa tier 2 directly. Then you'll go for your PSW. But once you clear the exam, it's gonna be a piece of cake because there is a lot and lot of vacancies. You can just uh, change the region of Indeed to UK and you can search yourself. You will see a lot of job opportunities in all areas of UK because of course we are in the shortage occupancy list. Yeah, so I can't comment on it professionally because of course I'm not a solicitor and I don't want to give you any fake hopes or any false information. But yeah, okay. Then best universities. I can't. So the OSPAP course, as you might know, only in 4 universities, which is Aston, Sunderland, Hertfordshire, and Brighton. I studied in Sunderland, which was a really good university, and at that time, really, uh, what do you call it? Low fees as well. When I studied, the fees was around 9,000, 10,000 pound, and we got a 600 pound scholarship. So it was around 9,400 pound in September 2023 when I studied. Now it has changed. So in each university, if you check their websites, you will be able to see about the fee structure and everything. I can't personally comment on it, but I can vouch for the university that I studied from, which is Sunderland. Their classes are really good and the staffs are really friendly, helpful. And with Sunderland, because they'll give you a base for the GPHC exam. So the base, like the foundation, the knowledge you need is given by the Sunderland University, which you have to build on a little deeper for a GPHC exam. I have a lot of friends who have studied in the other 3 universities, and from what I talked to them, what I got to know was it's not uh, so there also classes and everything is going on, but it's not like Sunderland. The syllabus is different, the approach to study is different and everything like that. But one thing about Sunderland is you only get one chance in reset. So in case if you fail your OSCE, which is the practical test, you might all know, or your any subject at all, you just get one chance. And if you fail that chance, because I know a few people who have failed that one chance, and then few people left the course and went to their home country. Other people had to again pay the fee and then study. But in other universities, it's not as strict as that. They get multiple chances and the syllabus is easier, the exams is easier. But if you study from Sunderland, your foundation or the base or the university, sorry, for the GPHC exam is done. I say this with confidence because I was someone who had zero experience in pharmacy. I haven't even stepped foot in a pharmacy before I came here because I did my M.Pharm, then I had my daughter and everything. So I was a fresher here, and whatever I know, which helped me pass my GPHC exam in my first attempt, was because of the university. Because I am not a brilliant student, I do not have any practical experience. I am just an average student who came with my 2-year-old daughter while my husband worked night shift and I studied in the university. I used to sleep in classes, not deliberately because I was so tired and exhausted and overwhelmed. Still, I managed to pass. Why? Because of the university. I mean, I'm talking about passing the GPHC. So if I could do this, if I can pass this, you all can. You just need a will to hard work. And also, the most of the people who studied with them didn't go for part-time job. I'm not discouraging you because there is like a lot to study. Whatever M.Pharm students from here study in 5 years is the same that we study, the concise version of that, but still really huge, that we study in the 7 months. It's not even a 9-month course. 9-month course is including the result and everything. So you can imagine the depth. So most of us didn't even go for part-time job because this course requires your time, energy, because you might see people in other courses might be doing part-time job, doing their course and all that, because they might have few, what do you call it, few assignments, projects, group work, all of that. But this course needs your full attention, full energy. I had a 2-year-old daughter. I had to take care of her. I have to do all the household chores and everything, but still I managed to do it. So yeah, hopefully you all can. Okay, Next, how many hours of study? Honestly, I can't say how many hours of study, Mr. Firoz. It's because everyone's IQ is different. The way everyone's brain works is different. So I really can't say how many hours, but with Sunderland, because I don't know about other universities, you really need to put your all in and study because you don't get second chances. Because I'll tell you about my experience. I failed one station in OSCE. In OSCE, you have seven station in Sunderland, and there is no clue, no help, nothing because I panicked and I messed up my one station. And then for my calculation exam, because I'm really rubbish with calculation, my mathematics skill is non-existent. Still then, I failed just one question by 2 marks. I failed. Okay, so I had to take these two resets. So with reset, I just failed one station in OSCE, but I had to take all the seven stations, then pass all the seven stations, and then take the calculation exam and then pass it. So just one chance. It was like do or die. So could you imagine my level of my what my brain was going through then? So yeah, and then the dispensing exam. So if we are talking about University of Sunderland, we have dispensing exam, calculation, therapeutics, which is clinical, law, OSCE. Everything is hard. It's not impossible, but it's hard. Okay, you know what I mean, yeah. But compared to other universities, but this is gonna be really helpful when you do your GPHC because your base, your foundation of the GPHC exam is done. If you study well in University of Sunderland, it's not gonna take that hard. It's not gonna be that hard when you do your university, okay? So then about dependents, like I said, I'm not a solicitor, but so I can't comment about it. Then I think that's all, yeah. Okay, and about monthly expenses, also that depends on person to person. If you're getting a sharing accommodation, if you're getting a place on your own, again it varies from person to person, yeah. So I think that's regarding Mr. Feroz Khan's comment before. Now I'll go through one by one. Okay. So for Pratibha, best university questions they ask. Okay. So how tough is it to pass the pharmacy exam? Okay. So best universe, like I told you, I can't comment, but I told you about my experience from Sunderland. Yeah. And I told you, like, when we were getting interviewed, we didn't have a clue because we were the first batch. They decided to make an interview, do a calculation test, and only who does it really well were able to pass. So there is no written syllabus. We all used to share there is the PDF available in the Google. It's called pharmaceutical calculation. Let me see if I can show you guys. It was a yellow book. So for both Oriel as well as our interview, that's the book we all used. I'm not telling you guys that it will definitely come, the questions from the book is definitely gonna come. No, but that's what we studied. Okay, it's called Introduction to Pharmaceutical Calculation. I'll show you guys if you wanna take a screenshot. So this was the book, Introduction to Pharmaceutical Calculation by Judith A. Rees, Ian Smith, and Jenny Watson. Yeah. So this book is available as PDF in Google. You can just download from it. Yeah, if you want to take a screenshot. Yeah. So this book is what we all studied for oral and as well as our interview. So do you guys want to tell me about how to apply? Because I'm not covering all that because it's crystal clear given in the GPHC website. But still, if you want to have a rough idea, I can still tell you guys if you want to comment below. That was your question. Then after completing NVQ2, can I enroll? No. So for OSPAP, the basic qualification is you need to have not a diploma, either a degree, that is a bachelor's degree, that is B Pharm, or a master's degree, M Pharm, or a PharmD, and then only you can get into OSPAP. Okay. So first you need to apply for OSPAP. Do you want me to explain about the procedure and the timeline, deadline, validity, all that? I don't know if you want me to, because most of the things are given in the GPHC website. Can you share the link of the book for Oriel? Okay. I don't know guys how to share the link here, But if you can message me privately on my Instagram. The name is Capsules and Curry, my Instagram account. I'll show you guys. If anything I could help, I'll share the link, okay? Because I'm not really good with technological stuff, so no clue how to do that. Okay, my Instagram name is Capsules and Curry. You might know it's on my LinkedIn as well. So if you message me, I'll share the link to the book, or if it's possible, I'll share the PDF. Okay. So yes, please. Okay. Yes, so what I'm telling you is OSPAP is gonna be hard. I'm just giving you a reality check because I don't want you guys to think it's easy and come here and have a heartbreak. It's hard. It's gonna be a lot of struggle because for me, I even had my daughter. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of struggle. It's gonna be really hard. You might feel exhausted, you might feel overwhelmed, you might feel broken at times, you might feel a lot of things when you, especially when you see your friends studying in other courses, when they are chilling, going for trips, doing whatnot, and you're just studying all the time. But it's gonna be worth it. No other course in the UK would give you the license to be a pharmacist. So if there is a will, there is a way. If you go through all these hardships and you go through all whatever, and if you're able to spend money, actually it's not even spending because it is an investment. Because in return for this, what are you getting? You are getting a pharmacist license. You're being a pharmacist in the UK. And unlike India, I can only talk about India because I don't know how about Pakistan or Bangladesh or anything like that, because I come from India. Pharmacists are treated with no dignity, no respect, just like a salesperson who is selling you medicine. But here it's not the case. You get the dignity, you get the respect, you get the money, because we are doing a lot of services. And here, if even sometimes if there is a mistake in a prescription, you ring the GP and you ask, please, I think this dose is wrong, can you please change it? They'll be like, oh, sorry, sweetheart, of course I'll change it and I'll send you straight away. Can you imagine doing this in India? I don't know about other countries, I'm just specifically talking about India because that's where I'm from. Can you imagine questioning a prescriber or a doctor and calling them and saying this? They will take it upon their ego. They won't change it. First of all, we won't call them because that's not how the work culture is there. But here, you can do this because patient's health is your priority, and all healthcare professionals know that. Yeah, because if anything, God forbid, anything happens, you're gonna get questioned. Your license is gonna be at stake there. No one is gonna help you. They'll just ask, why didn't you question the prescriber? But can you imagine that doing that in India? No. That's why the working conditions are better, the pay is better, of course, everything is better. So if you are a pharmacy graduate, I request you, please kindly come here, be a UK licensed pharmacist, change your life around, okay? Because it changed mine and it's going to change all of yours. If you're skeptical, oh, will I be able to pass? Oh, what will I do? I don't have any experience, I don't have any knowledge. It's hard work. I told you about myself. I didn't have any experience. I had a 2-year-old daughter. My husband used to do night shift. I used to study day shift. Then I used to sleep. Everything. But I did it. If I can, anyone can. Because I am like the least. Because all of my friends who had like 5-year experience, 10-year experience. And most of the people who came here didn't even bring their small little kids. And they just left them home with their parents. Which is a very good practical decision. If you're thinking it in a practical point of view. Because once you finish your exam, you can always bring them. But me and my husband, we didn't have the heart to leave our daughter there. So we took her here. And what more can I tell you? So if you are losing this opportunity, you gonna, I don't know, you might regret it later in life. So yeah, so about that. And oh, I have got a few questions. So Muktada, I don't know if I'm telling your name right. You talked about how to apply for the OSPAP. Okay. So I already told you about Aurelia. Even before you land in the UK, even before September, in June, you got to apply for your Oriel for your pre-reg placement. Then you come here on September, you write the exam on November, you get your result on December. Yeah, that's clear. Okay. So for people who are wondering what is Oriel, Okay, I'll tell you. So OSPAP, so your eligibility for getting into OSPAP is a pharmacy degree, not a diploma, a degree. Then your eligibility to write the final GPHC exam. So the GPHC exam is the exam which gives you the license to be a UK licensed pharmacist. So the eligibility to write a GPHC exam is 52 weeks of pre-reg training or pre-registration training, also known as foundation training. Okay. The eligibility to attend this foundation training is passing your OSPAP from the university. The 9-month course OSPAP, which you have got to pass in the from the university, then you can go for your pre-reg training. You pass the pre-reg training, then you go for your UK licensing exam. So this pre-reg, to get into pre-reg training or foundation training, you have to write your oral and pass the oral. Okay. So I hopefully you guys understood what I mean. So that's the whole procedure. Okay. So the thing is, there is two types of OSPAP, MSc OSPAP as well as PG Diploma OSPAP. For MSc OSPAP, it's the syllabus and everything is same, but for MSc you just provide an extra dissertation. That's the only difference, and the fees is going to be a little bit higher too. But for PG Diploma, it's just the 9 months, no dissertation. There is exactly no difference at all. Some of us took MSc at first, then we changed to PG Diploma because even we were advised by university, like, why waste money, just go for the PG Dip, it's the exact same thing. But if you want to take an MSc degree as an add-on to your bio or your portfolio or your resume, then you can go for MSc. But most of us did PG Diploma. I don't even know a single person who did MSc in our university. I don't know, that doesn't mean there are no people. But yeah, so then the procedure is, first you need IELTS or OET. In IELTS you need individual 7, not the whole, individual 7. In OET you need individual B. So that's your language test. Then you need your good standing certificate from whichever pharmacy council you are registered with, and this good standing certificate is only valid till 6 months. But someone told me now it's only valid till 3 months. So if you go to the GPHC website, you can confirm about that. Then you need your actual mark transcript from your university, whichever you studied. Okay. Then, so what did I tell you? The IELTS, the actual mark transcript, the good standing certificates, all these three is done. Then you get an application form in the GPHC website, which is like a 25 to 30 pages form, which you have to fill correctly. And in the end, there is an area where you have to attest it with the solicitor. And you need to attest your passport copy, your ID card copy, your photo, and a lot of stuff, which is everything is mentioned crystal clear in that form if you go to the GPHC website. So that form you have to send to the GPHC, okay, along with the supporting documents. So supporting documents is your IELTS mark card, then your good standing certificate, your transcript. You also need references from your college, from your professors or your colleagues or your supervisor. If you're working in the UK, then that will be the UK supervisor. If you're working in whichever home country you are in, then that will be them. So all of these records needs to be sent by the GPHC, not through you. It needs to be sent directly from them to the GPHC. So either it can be a email, or they can send it physically. And it is really important that whichever details you are sending from your side, you need to be send it by a professional courier, and you need to be able to track it and get the reference number with you, because sometimes GPHC might tell you it's misplaced or they didn't get it, so that you can talk with them and provide the reference number and you're able to track it. Okay. So all of this, then I think that's all. And if any documents is there, everything is mentioned in the GPHC. But then they'll send you a payment link of, I think it's £850. I'm not sure. Somewhere around between 750 to 850, I'm sure. Payment link from the GPHC after they receive your documents. So they won't check if the documents and everything is complete. They'll just send you a payment link which you have to pay. Then they'll check your documents. It normally takes 4 to 8 weeks. Okay. Also, the documents which should be in date. So your IELTS or OET is valid till 2 years. Your good standing certificate is valid either 3 months or 6 months, which if you can make sure, please. So everything, and then the GPHC would only keep your documents for 6 months once they get it. Okay. They'll only keep it for 6 months once they get it. So you need to be really careful about the time frame which you are sending. Okay, then if you are sending all your details, so the if you're not sending the supporting documents, which is like I told you, the reference letter, the transcript, the mark sheet and everything like that, but you are sending just the application form, they won't consider it and they'll email you that something is missing. So it will just create more confusion. So be careful that you send everything together. Either you send your supporting documents, not you, like them, make them send it directly to the GPHC, then you send the application form, because they'll only send you the payment link once they get the application form. So if they already have gotten your other supporting documents, they will store it, and once they get the application form, they'll send you the payment link. From then it's only valid till 6 months, all the documents. So that, I think that'll be a good plan, rather than just sending the application form and then sending other stuff later, and then GPS is just gonna mail you where is the stuff it's missing, and it will just create a lot of confusion. So in the application form it's mentioned, I think it's November or October, I don't remember, I think it's November. If you are sending all the application form before November, then you are only eligible to apply for the university that September. Okay, for instance, if you're sending your application form in November 2026, that is only valid if you are if you are applying for a university in September 2026. If you are sending it after November, then it's gonna be valid for the next September. You get what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, everything is mentioned in the GPHC website and the application form, so it's not going to be hard. Also, the other thing you need to be really careful about is, this is something which would delay your process. If you are making a solicitor sign it and you are filling the form, the date you are putting should be as same as the date the solicitor is putting, because GPHC want us to fill the whole form in front of the solicitor. So if we are putting 25th of some month and the solicitor's date is like 29th of that month, it's gonna be shown as a mistake and they'll send your documents back, or they might ask you to send it again. So make sure both your date and the sign of the solicitor's date is same. Okay, then for the university you might need your DBS, or it depends on which university you're going and everything, which they would email you asking for the dat. But nowadays everything is crystal clear in GPHC. I'm just mentioning you the rough idea of what to do. And like the thing, like you both need to sign on the same date, because it's not mentioned anywhere, but it might make them reject your application. So I'm just focusing on things like that which is not mentioned anywhere. Okay, so in the 52-week pre-reg training or foundation training, you need to get 3 signature from your supervisor, from your DS, that is designated supervisor, who is going to be the pharmacist of that pharmacy or of that NHS you are working under. Okay, so there is 3 signature saying that this candidate. So if I am working in my pre-reg, I had 3 signature, which is completely up to your supervising pharmacist if they think we are competent enough to work as a to work as a pharmacist. So the first 2 signatures are not mandatory, still people do get it, but the third signature is mandatory, and you have to prove your skills and your working capabilities and your learning knowledge in front of your supervising pharmacist. Then only they're gonna sign the compatibility, and because this compatibility need to go to the GPHC, then only we are eligible to sit in the final exam. If they, because there are a lot of pharmacists who doesn't sign at the end because of, I don't know, maybe the candidate didn't perform well, or they might have some issues between them, I don't know, because there are a lot. Don't think, oh, everyone is gonna sign me off. No, because I personally know a few people, and I myself had a similar experience where they, in the end, they'll be like, no, I'm not signing you off, I don't think you're compatible. Then what? You're not eligible to write your exam. So be careful, be wise in choosing which company or which NHS trust you are deciding to work under. Okay, that's one thing. And the GPHC exam, you only have 3 attempts, and you gotta pass within the 3 attempts, or else in the 4th attempt there is something called mercy attempt, which I don't even want to talk about it, because I want you all to pass in your first attempt somehow. Okay, so in calculation you need to get at least 70%, and in clinical as well individually. Okay, even if you get 90% in calculation and you failed your clinicals, it's still gonna be fail. And then if you're rewriting the exam the second time, you still need to write both, not only the one which you failed, and still pass both individually. So I wrote my exam in November. So there is two chances to write your exam. First is June, second is November. But because I had a reset in Sunderland, they didn't give us the result between the deadline to apply for the GPHC exam. So because of that, we had to write in November, a lot of us. But that's just the problem with Sunderland. If it's any other university, you get multiple chances for resets. Then your results will be published far before the June. Then you'll be able to write in the June exam. But that rule was only for our batch. From next batch onwards, with Sunderland, they started publishing the result early so that the students can sit in June intake. After students complained to GPHC or something like that happened. But now it's fine. I'm just talking about me. Our batch. So our batch was a like we had to go through everything. Like when we joined, they started this whole new interview process, calculation test, and we didn't have anyone to ask because our previous batch they didn't have anything at all. It was just based on first come first serve. Then just our results, only our result, not our previous batch, not the batch after, only our result. They just a second, please. I'm on something. Yeah, just our result and the batch before and the batch after, their result was fine. They didn't even have to wait till November for their exam. It's just our batch who had to go through everything. So yeah, so that's about be wiseful about which company you're choosing to do your pre-reg or your foundation training, because that's the time where you have to learn a lot of stuff in just 52 weeks. Because after that you do your exam, then you're directly a pharmacist, you don't get any more chances to learn. And then there is CPP, okay, which you have to it's not a mandatory thing, but I would suggest you to make an account there, because they normally conduct a lot of various workshops both online and offline, which is essentially about the skills that you need as a pharmacist, which you can join, like blood pressure. Then we had all the pharmacy first, antibiotic, the 7 conditions, everything about the workshop conducted by a GP, a pharmacist, a lot of stuff for respiratory therapy, for inhalers, a lot of for contraception, which was really helpful. So baby, I'm in the middle of something. Can you please open the door 1 second? Yeah, just a second, guys. People can see you live, okay? Yeah, you couldn't even go to some other room. I just want to grab my phone. You can continue. Sorry, guys, ignore my husband. Okay. So, can you close the door, okay? On the way back, I will close the door. Yeah. So, that's about that. Then also job availability. I told you, job availability after getting a license is, you don't even need to apply. Jobs will contact you. I haven't even gotten my result, and I already got at least 5 calls. I don't even know how they got my number or whatnot. Like, oh, are you interested? We'll pay you this, we'll pay you that, we'll give you like a lot of things. So once you're a UK licensed pharmacist, you don't need to worry about jobs, okay? Then what else? The job opportunities in India after working. Job opportunities in India, I can't tell you, because this OSPAP and this UK licensing is just in UK too. So I don't know about the hiring process and whatnot in India. I'm not sure. You're completed your master's in pharmacy, but university hasn't given the original. Just okay. While you are talking about this, I just remembered something. So there is something called UKNIC, ENIC, okay, ENIC, which would compare your degree certificate, that is your pharmacy degree certificate, your mark list and everything as per UK standards. So first you have to do that UKNIC, which is ENIC, and it will compare both and will provide you with a certificate of comparability, which also you need to be gone to GPHC, okay? That essentially means, as per the UK standards, your pharmacy degree and mark list and everything is matches the UK standards. So you have to send that as well before you send all this this GPSC application form along with. So the supporting documents include this as well. Okay, everything is anyway mentioned in website, guys. Okay. Yeah, you do need your original certificate for OSPAP. If you haven't gotten it, try to. So all this procedure would take time. Preparing for IELTS, applying for your good standing certificate, applying for your transcript, then the transcript to reach there. Everything takes time. So you have to start at least 8 months before your intake in making all this ready if you want to join that year itself, because it's a time consuming process. Even your university may not send you the, because mine didn't send me at least for 2 months, and I had to chase it up with them. And then the pharmacy council, the good standing certificate, then you had to find a solicitor, then you have to pay. Okay, once this certificate, the documents is received there, then you have to pay the payment link of 850 or something. Then you have to pay again, it will take 8 weeks. It's a really time consuming process, so you have to have a timeline to do this. Okay, I'm so strong. Thank you. Original degree certificate, GPHC approval. I didn't get my original degree certificate before 2 months. Okay, guys, original degree certificate is a must. But I think if you are try to get it somehow, try to make them understand. But if it's not the case, try to email, because I don't know if they have made it a little bit more lenient for students. Try emailing the university and GPHC as well and ask them for some time. Okay, but don't try to get it. I know you will, but in case it's not, don't take a risk. Try to email them and ask for some suggestion or something. Okay, and if anyone want the link to this yellow book, you can you can DM me in my capsules and curry. That's the name of my Instagram. Okay. No, GPHC exam doesn't have OSCE. Thank God. You don't want OSCE in GPHC exam. They only have calculations and clinical. So calculation is 40 questions. For in that you need to get at least 70%. Then clinical also. Clinical is like a lot more, 120 questions. In that you also need individual 70. And clinical is normally MCQ. You would have a lot, but all options are confusing. You know how MCQs are, but in calculation there is no MCQ, no options. Even if you are wrong, because here what they do is they'll say round it up, round it down, round to the nearest 5, answer it in 2 decimal places, like that. Answer in a whole number. So even if you are right but you're wrong by a decimal point, it is wrong, of course. So yeah. So for OET preparations, I really don't know, because I didn't do OET. I just did my IELTS, and I haven't even gone for training for IELTS because I had my small baby. I just had my delivery and everything, and I just watched a few YouTube videos and I gave my IELTS. So I haven't gone for training. But I know a lot of people who have failed IELTS at least 5-6 times. I'm not even exaggerating, but they cleared OET in the first attempt. So I'm guessing, and from what I heard, OET is much easier than IELTS. So, okay, so you might have a, like how you said here, you might have a different name from in your degree certificate or your passport or ID. It's all okay, because in the GPHC application form, if you download it, there is an option saying to declare if your name is different and everything, and get it attested by a solicitor. So you can do that, but be mindful of the dates. Okay, your date and solicitor's date should match, and there is a lot of declaration. Only tick the only one which applies for you. Okay, and do not, because it's, read it carefully, don't panic, take your time and do the process. Okay, good idea to prefer foundation training with multiple 2 programs with hospital retail or doing it all depends. So Mr. Feroz, it all depends on person to person. If you want to do it with hospital NHS, if so, what I would normally suggest, it's just my point of view. Okay, you don't need to do it. If you prefer in future working in a community pharmacy, then do your foundation training in community pharmacy, because 52 weeks you would know what's going on there. Otherwise you're just a beginner as a pharmacist and you won't know, because the working condition and the stuff you work on and everything is totally different, like a day and night in hospital and community. So if you want to do in hospital, if you want to work in hospital, do your pre-reg training in hospital. If you want to work in community, do your pre-reg training in community. As simple as that. Like I told you about the pros and cons of both. So I work in a community pharmacy. We have a lot of prescription. It's a really really hectic, exhausting journey, but I like what I do. I complained. I'm like, oh, this is too much, this is that, this. But at the end of the day, I like what I do. But I have friends who work in hospital. They like what they do. More clinical stuff, more flexibility, work from home. So it really depends on what your heart wants. So you can. I already told you the pros and cons of both. So you can just think about it. Okay. Hi. So it really don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not saying it as it's the pharmacist is deliberately not signing you off. No, that's not the case. You might, so for some pharmacists are really strict with how you work, what's your knowledge, what's your level of competence and all that. So in NHS pre-reg, they have various level of competence which you have to pass. Then only, and you have to do a portfolio as well during your pre-reg. So if your supervisor is happy with you, most gets signed off. I can't say most, but majority gets signed off. But you can't really say, you all you can do is trust the process, do the best you can. That's all. I don't know. Can you please elaborate on at what stages do we need to pay the OSPAP course fee? So the course fee in the, if you go to each university website, they would have given you a deadline and the documents to submit before you pay the fee. So so before, when we were applying for OSPAP, it was a mandatory GPHC letter, adjudication letter, which is what we get after we submit the application form and all the supporting documents, email it and everything. Then we get the letter. So when we were there, we had to submit the GPHC letter, the IELTS, then the DBS and things like that. Then we had to pay the fee. But now I don't know. I think it hasn't changed. It's still the same, but they have been a little bit lenient these years because students have complained because there's a hectic process and all that. So if you check the website, or if you can even email them, they'll give you a clear cut, more accurate answers. Okay. Any other alternative for original degree certificate? Did you graduate? Okay, so I graduated from RVS College of Pharmacy, COPS, or RVS COPS like we call it, which is in Coimbatore. I graduated from there. So I did my B Pharm there, M Pharm there. Then I did my MBA in pharmaceutical management, like a distant course when I had my daughter, because I didn't want a career gap, which I didn't. So I kept on studying and studying. I did my MBA in healthcare management, pharmaceutical management, both are the same thing. Then I came here. Yeah. Hi, Kader Basha. Is that you? So, who? I'm just wondering if it's my classmate who I had at RVS. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for all your participation, and hopefully do message me if anything. Okay, I'll try. It's just that I work 6 days a week. I work 9 hours a day. It's really really difficult to get back to your time. Oh, you are? Okay, how are you? Are you fine? Are you well? How's life? How's things? So just don't hesitate to text me. I may not reply because it's just that when too many people have the exact same doubt, it's practically impossible to clear it by texting everyone, right? You don't have any idea how many DMs I got. So I thought this is better, so that you ask live, I answer live, we go from there. But if anything, if any of you guys have similar doubts, just DM me and we can make more lives in future. Yeah. I'm from Sunderland. Which other university would prefer? Two sitting. Yeah. So I haven't studied in any other university. So I don't know after Sunderland, because with Sunderland you have really difficult, tough subjects, but I told you it's gonna be helpful in your GPHC. Other than that, all other universities do not have any GPHC oriented syllabus. So whichever you can compare based on the fee structure, then what else, based on how many days you have to go and all that. So there are a few comments under my old video which I think I have mostly covered in this one. Yeah, then can I do OSPAP course during, yeah, you can do your OSPAP course during your PSW, but you might need to, I don't know if you need to change your, because I know someone in my class who was in her PSW but did OSPAP. So about the visa requirements, I don't know, but if you have all the other documents ready, yes, you can. Oh, thank you, Kader. You've been kind. You have always been kind. Yeah. So, guys, shall we stop it? I'm gonna keep this uploaded in my channel in future if anyone wanna know. Okay. So, thank you, guys. Okay. So, shall we end it then? All I wanna say as final few words is just trust the process, be mindful of the timeline, and like I said, GPHs only keep everything still 6 months, and be mindful of the dates, timeline, everything. And this uh, from after 2023, oral is the only way where you can get your internship sorted. So prepare well for ORL. So I studied in India, and in our university, in our college, if you can ask other, he's my friend, he's here. We didn't even have much of calculation or anything at all. So I really had to struggle so hard to learn calculations. That's why even I had a race just for one question. So even if your calculation is rubbish, I can see a lot of you already messaging me on my Instagram now. So you have already left live. Wow. Okay. So yeah, don't underestimate yourself. Be confident. If I can do it, anyone can. That's what I say, because I'm a really average student. I was not the topper. You can ask him, he's my friend. I was not topper. I was an average student, but if I am a UK licensed pharmacist now, if I could do it, anyone can. So that's all, guys. Everything else. So these are all the insides of OSPAP and the pre-reg degree training. Sorry, pre-reg internship and everything which no one would tell you unless they are experienced or unless they know, because everything else is available, readily available on Google, and about the mistakes that they make. So that's what I wanted to give you an insight about. So it was really good for, yeah, consistency is the key. Yes. So it was all kind of you to attend the seminar. Sorry, what am I saying? Seminar to attend the live, and keep supporting me as well. I'll pray for you all. I'll support you guys, as because when I started, I didn't have much of anyone to help me apart from my friends who were also going through the same journey. So I don't want that to happen to any of you, hence why. So keep supporting me. If you see any funny reel, drop a like. And the thing is, I'm not getting time because I work 6 days a week, and it's like 1 hour journey from my place. By the time I get back, I'm so tired, and I do not even have any time to do anything at all. So that's it, guys. And I do have a few questions in my old video under that, but do you guys think I should address that? Because I think most of the stuff I have covered, but there is still few. Do you think I should talk about that, or should we just wind up? Okay, you guys, you gotta answer me. Should we wind up? So about the documentation required, someone has asked me, which I have already mentioned here, and it is mentioned in the GPHC website as well. And the minimum education required for OSPAP, as I told you, is a pharmacy degree. And the reason why the course is so hard is because here there is no B Pharm, which is the Bachelor of Pharmacy degree. Here after school, you directly come for M Pharm, which is the Master's degree. Yeah, so that same syllabus is what we are studying in 7 months. The concise version of it still too deep. So we have to learn about the rules and regulations here, about the CD schedules, about OTC, about supervised consumption, about everything. And literally in B Farm or any courses in India, we are just drawing benzene rings, studying organic chemistry. I still remember I had like just one I just failed in one paper, which was my organic chemistry. I kept on writing it again, fail. I'll just fail by 2 or 3 marks every time. Okay, then again I'm writing it, and the people who have copied from my paper, they have passed. So because I'm not good with organic chemistry, okay, because it's all benzene ring and god knows what. I hate it, which we don't even need unless you're going for research, or if you are going to take your PhD. We don't even need it. So in India there is a lot of outdated and pharmacognosy. What is that for? I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. So we don't even need it. You know, what are you doing? Do you want to say hi?
Yeah.
Come here. What are you doing?
I want to stay with you.
You want to stay with me?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
What are you telling them?
I'm saying hi.
Who am I?
You're my mama, and your name is Mama, and your second name is Suhana Salid.
Yeah. Say hi to Kader Bash. That's my friend. Say hi.
Hi, Buddy Bash.
What? That's not his name. His name is Kader. You can call him Kader.
Hi, Carter.
Okay, sorry. I think it got muted. Sorry. Baby, it's fine. Yeah, do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them my name?
Hello, everybody. This is Mom. She's name is Mama.
Yeah. No. What's my job?
Pharmacist.
I'm a pharmacist, yeah?
Yeah.
So these people are trying to be a pharmacist in the UK. What do you think about it?
I think it's great.
You think it's great?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should go for it, yeah?
Yeah.
And when Mama used to study, what did you used to do?
I used to play with my toys.
Play with your toys, and then you'll hang out with Papa,
Yeah.
and you'll let me study. You're a good kid, yeah?
I know I let you study. I always be patient when you study.
Oh. Yeah, she was a really good kid. She still is. She even if I go to university, she would stay with her dad.
And also I was a baby in my mom's tummy.
Not in my time. You're not a baby anymore. You're a big girl now. And she was.
I'm just talking about when I was a baby.
Okay, when you were a baby. Yeah.
Well, I was a baby in Mama's tummy.
In my tummy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a cute baby.
Hi, Abhishek. I want to talk to them. Can I talk to them? Can you stay silent for a bit?
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Abhishek. So the good standing certificate is not to be taken from the university. So from the university, you take just the transcript, your marked transcript. Good standing certificate is what you take from your pharmacy council. So I studied in Coimbatore. My university is MGR University. But since I'm a Keralite, I am registered with the Kerala State Pharmacy Council, which is the KSPC. So there we could apply good standing certificate online, and there was an option where we can get it sooner if you pay a little bit more extra. So I remember I got mine, I think, in 2 weeks or something, because we took the extra option to get it. So yeah. So guys, shall we go? God, I kept on blabbering and blabbering. It's been more than an hour. Thank you for tolerating me, and I do want to see you all here. I want our community to grow, and if you are here, you should definitely text me, and we should meet up. You want to show your toys? Here, like
And
this.
also, I put a ball bracelet on that.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put a little touch.
You know, we are gonna stop the video. Do you wanna say anything to them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I love you, everybody.
You don't even know them. Do you know them? You don't say, put like that, then they can't see us. Okay. Say bye, guys. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Okay, Firoz Khan. Do you? Oh, about resources. You know, can you go with your dad? I want to talk to them. Okay. Please, can you close the door?
Okay. Okay, dear Mama.
Okay, baby.
No, I'm not a baby.
No, you you had to go out and close the door. Why are you in? Do you want to sit with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't talk. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No, put it there. Okay. So for GPHC exam, there is a lot of people who haven't taken any trading. You know, I need to speak. Can you keep quiet? Yeah. So there is a lot of people who haven't even taken any training providers, but I have taken master class, which is by Azhar Iqbal, and he had in master class I only took the training for calculation, because as I told you, I am weak. I was weak. I still am weak in calculation, but I don't know how I managed to get 70% in my first attempt. That's another thing, another mystery. But yeah, so for calculation I took his, because since I had a resit in calculation, even if it's just 1 mark or 2 mark, it was like a trauma. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail in calculation. Oh my god, I'm gonna fail in calculation. This was like a do or die situation for us, because of the visa issue, because my whole family was there. It was just me, my husband, and we had to handle my daughter and everything like that. So I took his calculation. Then I was also following LPN, which is really good. LPN, I took both his calculation and clinical as well.
Mama,
You know,
can
I'm
you grab my tab for me?
yeah. So I took both that from LPN as well as the pharmacy master class, which was really helpful for me. But there are other providers as well, like Pre-Read Shortcuts, then who else? Revise Pharma, Microfarm, a lot. So it basically depends upon how much are you willing to spend on them, what kind of materials are you looking, or even if you are not taking anyone, you can just you will get a lot of materials available online. We had like a lot of materials online, but one of the mistakes that some of us did was we had taken multiple, not we, sorry, them, multiple providers. Then you start getting anxious because there is a lot of materials to study. So you'll think, oh, which one to study, what to study. So don't do that. So just stick on to 1 or 2 providers. Trust the process. BNF is your friend. So I have heard a lot of people saying BNF is your friend. I have read everything from BNF, but that's not true, because just a second. Baby, can you take her? Go, open the door and go. Thank you. Yeah, so I haven't even used much of BNF, to be honest, but because in my training provider they have given most of the stuff, I would just double check a few things on BNF, that's all. So it basically depends on what works for you. I haven't even studied that much, to be honest with you, because after you have a full
Mama, come over here, come on.
After you have a whole day at work, then you come back, you wouldn't have that patience or energy in you to learn every day. So make it a point, like just don't give unrealistic expectation, like, oh, I'll do 8 hour 9 hour my internship, then I'll come back and I'll study for 3 hours. No, you won't. You'll sleep because you're tired, your body needs sleep. So stick to a pattern which would work for you. If you are thinking I'll do 50 calculations a day, and there might be people like superhumans who could do that, and you don't do that, the next day you will feel guilty. Oh, I underperformed. But no, you over expected your capability, and your body gets tired. So just stick to a realistic plan. Don't go for multiple providers because there is a junk lots of materials available which is not even needed. A lot of it is not even needed for you. So yeah. So then LPN is a training provider. He does his, so with LPN the thing is he does his classes online. He'll give you materials, but there is a fixed time and you need to join their meeting. Zoom, I don't remember, was it Zoom meeting or something, where you, it's a live class, but he'll give you the notes afterwards, and it is recorded as well. So if you're not able to attend it live, you can always watch it later. So I used to do it. I used to make my own notes and everything. So yeah, I used to focus more on calculation, but to be honest with you, I haven't even studied much every day. No, because obviously as soon as I come, my husband leaves for work, then I'm just left with my kid, and then I had household chores and everything. But a lot of people have been consistent and studied every day. So I wouldn't recommend you to do what I did. Do not try to be consistent, stick to a plan and then do it, okay? So LPN is really good. Then there is Pre-Read Shortcuts by Marvin. His clinical, I am not commenting about the calculation. Clinical stuff is really good. So, but there is also, because with uh, Azhar Iqbal Pharmacy Masterclass, it's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's worth it, I would say, because I know people who have taken his both his calculation as well as therapeutic clinicals as well, and they said it's really good because they get weekly updates, 1 minute videos, materials, printed materials and everything. So yeah. So anything else, you guys? So yeah, be mindful of the time frame. You need at least 6 to 8 months for all of this procedure to be completed, and be wise in choosing the university in whichever works for you, in choosing either NHS or the retail pharmacy, whichever works for you. Be mindful of that, okay? Then what else? Okay, I have my this was just my 1 day off. I work 6 days. Sunday is my only day off. I have my work tomorrow. So after being a pharmacist, you can also go for your IP training, which I think most of you might be aware about, which is independent prescribing. So that's another. So after being an IP, then there is nothing more for you to do. IP is not even mandatory. Not even a lot of people do it, but there is an option to go for that. Once you do that, your IP course, your IP training, after that there is no other career ladder to go up to or update your skills. That's it. After being an IP, nothing more. So yeah, that's all about it, guys. So I hope everything is clear. I have addressed most of your comments as well, most of the comments in my previous video as well. So do you guys think we should do more of the reels? Or for Scotland and Wales, everything is different. Not major differences, but a lot of difference in, I don't know, things they do there and here. So I can't comment about it because I don't want to give you false information. Then I'm just checking about okay, so there is no it doesn't matter when you have graduated, because in my class I was the youngest one. We had people even who have graduated from 1996. That's the year I was born. So it age doesn't matter. There is no age criteria for this, if you're wondering. And even if you have a if you have no experience, if you have a gap year, or it doesn't matter, okay. But the thing is, it's really limited seats, and only just 4 universities, and they are increasing the fee like that, because in September 2023 when we joined, it was just 9,400. Now it's close to 20,000, 22,000. So because of course there is demand, but only come here if you have the willpower and the mind to work hard. Thank you guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you all. So if anything, just you can DM me, and if too many of you guys have the same doubts, I'll just make another video like this, okay. Thank you so much, bye, and hopefully see you all here. And if you're here, we should make a meetup or something, and we should talk about it, talk about the course, okay, and make more videos together. And I didn't have much of the resources when I was applying for it, so I want all of you to, if anyone you know is trying to go through this, just recommend them my video, or you help them yourselves, because that's what I believe in. If you help someone, God will help you in some way, okay. Thank you guys, thank you so much, bye. Bye 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 bye.